Today, we dive into the fascinating and often controversial world of Dr. Masaru Emoto, a Japanese researcher whose work on water memory took the world by storm. Dr. Emoto proposed that water is not just a passive substance, but a dynamic medium capable of receiving and holding information from its environment, including human consciousness. His striking photographs of water crystals, seemingly altered by words, music, and prayer, captivated millions, appearing in books, documentaries, and discussions globally. His discoveries sparked widespread fascination, offering a visual testament to the power of intention, while also igniting intense debate within the scientific community. Why did his work resonate so deeply, and what does it truly tell us about water and ourselves? Water, H2O, is a truly unique substance. It's essential for all known forms of life, existing on Earth as a solid, liquid, and gas. Its molecular structure, with its ability to form hydrogen bonds, gives it extraordinary properties. It's a universal solvent. It has high surface tension, and its solid form, ice, floats on its liquid form, which is crucial for aquatic life in cold climates. For centuries, scientists have studied water, from understanding its basic chemistry to exploring its more complex behaviors, like how water molecules cluster or structure themselves. While mainstream science has a well-established understanding of water's physical and chemical properties, the idea that water could hold some form of memory or be structurally altered by subtle energies or consciousness has historically been on the fringes of scientific inquiry, often viewed with skepticism. Yet, the intuitive human connection to water, its life-giving properties, and its symbolic purity in many cultures has always made it a subject of deep reverence and mystery. Dr. Masaru Emoto began his unique research in the 1990s. His method was intriguing. He would expose samples of distilled water to various influences. These influences were incredibly diverse: spoken words, written words taped onto containers, different genres of music played near the water, images shown to the water, and even prayers or focused intentions directed towards it. After this exposure, small droplets of the water were frozen in a cryostat, a very cold, controlled environment, typically at temperatures around -20 to -25 degrees Celsius. As the water froze, it would sometimes form ice crystals. Dr. Emoto and his team would then work quickly in the cold room to photograph these delicate crystalline structures under a microscope before they melted. The results he published were visually stunning and deeply compelling. Water exposed to positive words like love and gratitude, thank you, or angel reportedly formed beautiful, intricate, and symmetrical hexagonal crystals similar to perfect snowflakes. Classical music, like Mozart or Beethoven, or folk songs, also seemed to induce the formation of these elegant crystals. Similarly, water from pristine natural sources or water that had been offered a prayer often showed these harmonious structures. In stark contrast, water exposed to negative words or phrases such as "you fool," "I will kill you," or "evil," or water exposed to disruptive heavy metal music reportedly failed to form these beautiful crystals. Instead, the photographs showed distorted, asymmetrical, and sometimes chaotic or fragmented structures, or no crystals at all. Dr. Emoto compiled these images into best-selling books, most famously, The Hidden Messages in Water, which presented his findings to a global audience. He argued that these photographs provided visible evidence that human vibrations, thoughts, words, ideas, and music affect the molecular structure of water. He believed this showed that water was a mirror to our consciousness, and that our intentions could physically alter our environment. As captivating as Dr. Emoto's images and conclusions were to many, his work faced significant criticism and skepticism from the mainstream scientific community. One of the primary criticisms centered on the methodology of his experiments. Scientists pointed to a lack of rigorous, controlled conditions that are standard in scientific research. For example, questions were raised about whether the experiments were conducted using double-blind protocols, where neither the researcher nor the photographer would know which sample was which, to prevent conscious or unconscious bias from influencing the selection of crystals to photograph or the interpretation of the results. Another major point of contention was the reproducibility of his findings. In science, for a discovery to be widely accepted, other independent researchers must be able to replicate the experiments and achieve similar results. Many scientists reported that they were unable to reproduce Dr. Emoto's crystal formations under strictly controlled conditions, Or they argued that the natural variation in ice crystal formation is so great that one could easily find both beautiful and ugly crystals in almost any water sample if they looked selectively. Critics also pointed out that Dr. Emoto often chose the most aesthetically pleasing crystals from samples exposed to positive stimuli and the least pleasing from those exposed to negative stimuli, a form of selection bias. The criteria for what constituted a beautiful or ugly crystal were also seen as subjective. Furthermore, the scientific understanding of how non-physical intentions or words could directly influence the physical arrangement of water molecules in such a specific and lasting way was, and remains, a major hurdle. There is no widely accepted scientific mechanism that would explain such an effect within the current laws of physics and chemistry. Consequently, many in the scientific community categorize Dr. Emoto's work as pseudoscience. Despite the scientific criticisms, Dr. Masaru Emoto's work undeniably struck a chord with millions worldwide and continues to generate interest. His visual presentation of ideas about the power of intention and the interconnectedness of life resonated deeply with spiritual seekers, holistic health enthusiasts, and many lay people looking for a bridge between spirit and matter. While Dr. Emoto passed away in 2014, the curiosity his work ignited persists. Some independent researchers and groups continue to explore the subtle properties of water, including how it might be structured or influenced by various energetic fields or even consciousness. These studies often exist outside of mainstream academia, but reflect an ongoing human fascination with the deeper mysteries of water and its potential connection to our inner states. Furthermore, fields like noetic sciences and some areas of consciousness research continue to explore the ways in which consciousness might interact with the physical world, though these are complex and often challenging areas of study. The potential applications, if such effects were ever rigorously verified, could be vast, ranging from environmental healing to new approaches in health and well-being. For now, Dr. Emoto's legacy is perhaps less about proven scientific fact and more about the powerful questions he raised and the visual poetry he offered as a way to consider our relationship with water and the impact of our intentions. Dr. Masaru Emoto's water crystal experiments presented a visually compelling narrative suggesting that water itself is a sensitive medium, profoundly affected by human thoughts, words, and emotions. His findings, though controversial and not widely accepted by mainstream science due to methodological concerns, undeniably challenged conventional understandings of water and consciousness. They invited a global audience to reconsider the power of positive intention and the potential for a deeper, more subtle interconnectedness in our world. Whether one views his work as groundbreaking science, beautiful art, or a spiritual metaphor, it undeniably sparked a global conversation. It encouraged many to look at water not just as a chemical compound, but as a vital, responsive element of life. The broader implications of his ideas, touching on the power of our inner states to influence our outer world, continue to inspire self-reflection and a deeper appreciation for the mysteries that may still lie hidden within the familiar substance of water, and indeed, within ourselves, bridging the gap between scientific curiosity and spiritual wonder. What are your thoughts on Dr. Emoto's work? Have you ever felt a connection between your intentions and the world around you? We encourage you to do your own research on water memory and the fascinating properties of water. Share your insights and experiences in the comments below. If you found this documentary thought-provoking, please share it with others who might be interested. And for more explorations into the frontiers of science, the mysteries of consciousness, and the science of water, be sure to watch our related videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more journeys into the astounding. Thanks for watching.